Rays taking on the Indians there. Look, it's David Price. Remember him from the postseason last year?
I don't even know you.
Bottom first, runners on second and third. Price strikes out Shin-Soo Choo. Struck out the side of the first, but he threw 100 pitches in 3 1/3. Top second, Fausto Carmona got ahead 0-2 on Carlos Pena. Pena doesn't swing at either of Carmona's next 2 pitches, so it's a 2-2 count. Then Carmona blows on his hand from the mound, and home plate umpire Angel Hernandez signals that a ball will be charged to Carmona for going to his mouth. Next pitch, Carmona walks Pena, and that became a theme. Next batter is Willie Ibar. He doesn't swing at any of Carmona's 5 pitches, and he draws a walk. So 8 straight pitches taken by the Rays batters. They're going to make Carmona come after him. Next batter, Ben Zobrist. He takes 5 pitches. He draws a walk. That will load the bases. 13 straight pitches taken by Rays batters. Carmona can't find the plate. Gabe Gross up. Takes the first 4 pitches. Indians fielders just kind of standing around, waiting for something to do. Then Gross walks. That scores Pena. 19 straight pitches taken by Rays batters. Next batter is Gianna Navarro. 20 straight in which the Rays didn't swing. They just stood up there with the bats on their shoulders. Next batter, Reed Brignac. That'll bring in Ibar and Zobrist, and the Rays with a 3-0 lead. But this game was only beginning to get interesting. 2 batters later, Carl Crawford. That'll bring Brignac home as that one gets through. It's 5-0 Rays. Carmona will get pulled later in the inning, but he put in a full day's work. Bottom 4, Rays up 10-0. Ryan Garco, 2-run shot off Price. Again, 3 1/3 for Price, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. Indians down 10-2, 5 RBI for Garco. We go to the 9th. Indians down 10-4. Choo bounces at the short. Brignac, well, not the throw he intended. Grady Sizemore scores. Indians down 10-5. 2 batters later, Indians down to their final out. Garco at the plate. Like a boss. 3-run shot for him. That off Grant Balfour. Indians down 10-8. After 2 walks, Jason Isringhausen walks Jamie Carroll. That'll load the bases. Next batter, Grady Sizemore. And Isringhausen doesn't go near him. Asdrubal Cabrera scores. Indians down 10-9. Next batter is Victor Martinez. Indians down to their last strike.
A swing and a shot, base hit into center field. Francisco scores. Here comes Carroll. Unbelievable. A 7-run night. The Indians rally from 10 down.
The Indians waited till the 9th, but then they do indeed get a life, Neil Everett. Road trip Monday in Minnesota. Top third, Red Sox trailing 1-0. Jason Bay with that look in his eye. And he rips it. Dustin Pedroia and Kevin Youkilis come in to score. Red Sox take a 2-1 lead. They got 3 in the 3rd against Francisco Liriano. Top 4 now, they're up 3-1. Youkilis up now with 2 on. And that's going to the left as well. Jacoby Ellsbury comes around to score. Here comes Dustin Pedroia trying to score from first. He'll get in there as well. The Red Sox up 5-1. Ellsbury's got a 20-game hit streak now. Brad Penny was working the strike zone meanwhile. 2 wins away from his 100th career win. Jason Kubel got him. Michael Kadire. And then Delman Young as well. Penny threw 91 pitches, 62 strikes, 5 innings, 7 Ks, gave up 3 earned runs. We go to the 9th. Some drama. Joe Mauer up with 1 on and 1 gone. Off Jonathan Papelbon, and the Twins cut it to just 6-5. Next batter is Delman Young, 2 outs, facing Papelbon. Young didn't get all of it. And that'll do it as the Red Sox hold on to win at 6-5. 12th save of the season for Papelbon. Penny now 5-1, and he's won his last 3 starts. As well, they were trying to snap a 6-game losing streak. No embarrassing singers there. Blue Jays averaging 1.7 runs their last 6 games. That's a big part of that losing streak. Jose Bautista strikes out with a man on second to end the 2nd inning. Top 3rd, Aaron Hill on 3rd. Vernon Wells over to 3rd. That's not going to get Hill home. So I think you see what we're getting at here. The Jays were wasting opportunities. Struggles continue in the 7th. Marco Scutaro caught looking with 2 on. Next batter is Aaron Hill. He'll ground out to end the inning. Jeremy Guthrie, rain didn't bother him. He said that play was huge as the Blue Jays leave 5 runners in scoring position. Guthrie, 1 run, 7 hits, 7 innings. Brian Roberts helping out the Orioles. RBI stand-up triple off B.J. Ryan. Orioles win at 4-1. Roberts left the game after the 7th with a bruised left shin. But the Blue Jays just bruised all over. Their losing streak is now at 7.
Is going to raise you Padre Diamondbacks, of course, Memorial Day, recognizing those who died in the service of the country. John McCain, great American there. Padres have won 9 straight games all at home, but they've also lost 11 straight road games. So you got the hot team in the hot spot because they're in the desert and they're down 5-0. Adrian Gonzalez going to make it a 5-1 game. He goes solo off Doug Davis, 17th of the season. Bottom 6, still 5-1, bases loaded, 1 out. Augie Ojeda grounds to first. Gonzalez throws home, pulls Nick Hundley off the bag. Chris Young called safe at home, and Hundley going to argue with home plate umpire Eric Cooper, and then Bud Black, he's going to argue, and Cooper's going to, Eric, check your umpire fantasy league. Now, looking at the replay afterwards and seeing Senator McCain grinning in the background, Black said, quote, "I've never been thrown out in front of a presidential candidate. I love it." He does. Diamondbacks lead 7-1, and Bud's going to love what's going to come back here. It's 7-3 now. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Clay Zavada pitching, and Drew Macias.
He had the Raleigh fingers going there.
Yeah,
in the mound.
Yeah, he shops at the Gap. We showed him the other day with the Raleigh fingers mustache. You must not have been paying attention. Padres cut the lead to 7-6. I was sitting right here. Top 9, runner on third. Scott Hairston singles up the middle. We have another epic comeback. Padres tie the game at 7.
I was putting the stats on my basketball shot sheet.
Top 10, 1 runner on for Chase Headley. Oh, bartender! Jack off Tony Pena. 2-run shot. Down 7-1, entering the top of the 8th. The Padres come back and win it. 9-7 is your final. They hadn't scored 8 runs in a road game in a month, and they...
It's harder to come by there than a hot dog that your uncle didn't overcook on Monday. Chris Carpenter making his second start since he came off the DL. Hasn't allowed an earned run in 15 innings. Against Craig Counsell, Casey McGee. In the second, Prince Fielder with a breaking ball. 2 batters later, Matt Gamble, what do you want? Then in the third, Corey Hart on an off-speed pitch. Carpenter struck out 5 of the first 9 batters he faced. You just saw him. Giovanni Gallardo doing his thing for the Brewers as well. Joe Thurston, sit down. Colby Rasmus, swing it. Chris Duncan, may I help you? No thanks, I'm just looking. Gallardo matching Carpenter, both pitchers with no hitters through 5 innings. We go to the 7th. Carpenter still with a perfect game going. Craig Counsell up the middle. Skip Schumacher went all out, but he couldn't make the play. Carpenter, 8 innings of work, 2 hits, 10 Ks on the day. His scoreless streak now at 23 innings. Schumacher did all he could to help him out. They went to extras. Bottom 10, Brian Barden at third base, took over there in the 9th. Casey McGee back at the plate, over to Barden. Can't handle it. He said it wasn't a tough play, it just didn't go in my glove. That's all I can say. After an intentional walk and a fielder's choice, runners on second and third for Bill Hall in a 1-for-28 slump. Slump that. That'll drop. McGee comes in from third. And Bill Hall is the hero. Time to bounce in Milwaukee. 6 career walk-off. That came off Kyle McClellan. Brewers win it 1-0 in 10. They have won 11 of their last 12 against the Cardinals.
Don Russell said he was going to give Freddie Sanchez the day off, and then at the last minute he decided to write his name in the lineup card. A good idea. Top 1 game scoreless. Sanchez makes the blooper reel, hustles into second for the double, and he'd later score in the inning, give the Buccos a 1-run lead. That was off Ryan Dempster. Now Sanchez at the plate again, and it's Dempster again, and it's Sanchez again. Base hit to right field. That's his second hit of the game. Okay, there must be something going on here. Top 4, Sanchez up with a runner on second. I hope you push play and record on the VCR in the Sanchez house. Oh wait, I'm the only one with the VCR. Sanchez, 2-run homer to left. That's his 4th of the season. Pirates lead 6-4. It's Sanchez again. Broken bat single. He's 4 for 4 in the game. He's not going to go 5 for 5, is he, though? Top 7, Sanchez, new pitcher. Infield single. He's 5 for 5, and the Pirates go ahead 10-7. And what a great night for Freddie Sanchez. Now, oh, wait, he went 6 for 6. Leads off the top of the 9th with another base hit. First Pirate in 19 season with 6 hits in 1 game. Last one was Wally Backman the past 13 games. Chris Volstad's first pitch. Well, that'll heal what ails you. 2-run shot. Howard's 11th, and the Phillies are up 2-0. Jamie Moyer got the start for Philadelphia. This is his 5th try trying to get that 250th win, and he's 12-1 career against the Marlins. But Wes Helms, the former Philly, with a 3-run shot, his first of the year. And Moyer really thought he'd struck Helms out on the pitch before that home run ball. Bottom 6, it's 4-2, and Howard says, well, let's make it 4-3 because if some is good, more is better. Off Volstad again, 11-12 now on the season, but top 7, it's Helms again. Said the Philly fans booing him got him going. 4th RBI of the game. Marlins win it 5-3.
Mets coming off a 10-game road trip, they went 5-5. Nats coming off a 10-game homestand, they went 2-8. We got some controversy in this one. Bottom 6 tied at 1. John Lannon to Gary Sheffield. Long fly ball. Now, hits a fan and then hits the top of the wall. It's ruled a home run by third base umpire Adrian Johnson. Manny Active out to argue, so they took another look at it. We do too, because we can. The fan reaches over the railing and makes contact with the ball. Call upheld. Sheffield's 4th home run of the year. It's 4-1 Mets. Number 503 for his career. So we go to the 9th. Mets up 5-2 on. Francisco Rodriguez looking to go 13 for 13 in save opportunities. Nobody's perfect except K-Rod so far. Mets hang on to win at 5-2, but Jose Reyes could be headed to the disabled list. Got a top cut. Okay. These are top plays. For the benefit of those with location envy. Number 10, Rays and Indians, Victor Martinez, a walk-off 2-run single in the bottom of the 9th. Indians come back from a 10-0 deficit to win 11-10.
She's a beauty, that number 9, Denver, Los Angeles, Dante Jones. Some questionable D, but no question what that is. Windmill dunk.
Number 8, we're sorry. That's all we can say.
Oh, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you out at the all-ball game.
Pirates won the game 10-8.
Well, at least he went patriotic. Blue Jays O's, Aaron Hill shot up the middle. Cesar Izturis brought his adult glove. Orioles going to get the win. 7th straight loss for the Blue Jays.
Number 6, Mariners and A's, Adrian Beltre at the plate. It's not about him. It's about Travis Buck. Look at him get up there and get that one. I mean, that's a difficult wall to deal with there. But he makes a great play. The A's going to win it 6-1.
Atlanta at San Francisco. The pitcher, Javier Vasquez, fouling one down the right field line. Careful, man. There's a beverage here. Look at this cat. Not bad, dude.
Yeah, if you fall over the wall, though, you get clowned. Number 4, Lakers and Nuggets. The Birdman. Chris Anderson. Boy, he's been a great X factor for Denver, along with J.R. Smith off the bench, and they hook up on the alley-oop there. And then he's got the big chase-down block on Shannon Brown. And the Nuggets going to win at 120-101.
It's got to be the gel fro. That's got to be the gel fro. At the lacrosse championship, Cornell Syracuse. Kenny Nims. Look at that with 4.5 seconds to go. That's a beautiful shot in any sport. More from this game as it went to overtime after that.
You know who's a great lacrosse player, I heard? Bill Belichick. Really? When he was in college at Wesleyan. Number 2, Red Sox and Twins. Carlos Gomez taking one away from Jason Varitek off the bag. And then later in the game, Dustin Pedroia lines out, and then Gomez comes in. So he can go back, he can go in. He just made plays, but the Red Sox won the game 6-5.
All right, one cat said this is why you go to Syracuse.
Hardy winds, thought about a shot, was hit, works in front, they score! Cody Jamison has won it! Cody Jamison wins it for Syracuse! It's over! The Orange wins the national championship!
5 for 5 with 4 RBI, back for more on Tuesday. Jabba Chamberlain not feeling at home in Texas. Bottom first, scoreless with the bases loaded. Marlon Byrd slaps a single. 1-run scores. Throw to the plate is offline. 2nd-run scores. Rangers up 2-0 after the first. Jabba, 4 innings of work, 3 earned runs, and then he went back to his hut. Top 6, Yankees down 3-2. Francisco Cervelli with a base hit. Brett Gardner, who replaced the injured Melky Cabrera, scores from 2nd, and game was tied at 3. Bottom 6, same score. Jared Saltalamacchia. Can I buy a vowel? He buys a single. Marlon Byrd scores. Rangers take a 4-3 lead. Bottom 8, Rangers up 6-3. Chris Davis, solo shot to right off Phil Koch. 2nd home run of the game, 12th of the season. Rangers win it 7-3. Davis 2 for 4 with a pair of solo for the White Sox and the Angels. Something really cool here. Top 5 no score. Jason Nix off Joe Saunders. Solo home run, his 3rd of the season. It's 1-0 Sox. Now, we flash back to earlier on Tuesday. His older brother, Lance Nix, facing Roy Oswalt. And what do you know? Mama and Daddy Nix saw both their boys go deep. Reds beat the Astros 6-4. Adrian and Edgar Gonzalez also did it earlier this season. And you know how little brothers are. Jason is a little brother, so he's going to one-up Big Brother. His 4th of the season, Sox go up 3-0, and they win it. It was also 4-0 in 4 career starts against Atlanta. Lincecum working early. Top of the first, he gets Brian McCann swinging. Then he gets the pitcher Chris Medlin to strike out swinging. Inning over. Bottom second, 2 outs, 2 on. Chris Medlin, the pitcher, walks Tim Lincecum, and you're asking for it when you walk the pitcher with 2 outs. And if you're going to ask for it, Aaron Rowan's going to give it to you. That'll drive in 2, Giants up 2-0. Next batter, Edgar Renteria, base hit. Lincecum will come around. Aaron Rowan comes home to score. Brian McCann can't hold on to the throw at home plate, and the Giants are up 4-0. Meanwhile, back to Lincecum doing his thing on the mound. With Chipper Jones, Jordan Schaefer, Chipper Jones again, Greg Norton. Top 8, 1 on, 2 outs. Lincecum gets Brian McCann. Struck out 8, went 8 innings, 5 hits, no runs. His ERA down to 3.03. He's 4-1, and he's 7-0 in the month of May for his career.
Guy's record 14-gamer 10 seasons ago, but Max Scherzer, he knows the Padres are batting .234 as a team, major league worst, so he picks on Scott Hairston and Nick Hundley. He struck out 10 in 7 innings, and then he hurt the Dads. He went 2 for 3 with 3 RBI. First multi-hitter, multi-RBI game of his career. It was 1-0. Then Mark Reynolds, part of a 4-run sixth. His team leading 13th, 5-0. That came off Kevin Correa. But in the top of the 8th, the Padres get 4 more. Juan Gutierrez into relief. Wild pitch. Hairston scores. We got a 6-4 game. Remember, D-backs blew a 6-run lead and lost Monday. Bases loaded, top 9. Hairston, 5-4-3 double play, but Tony Gwynn Jr. scores at 6-5. 2 outs. Kevin Kuzminoff, runner on second. Oh, and landed just foul. That ties the ball game. Is right there. And look at Gutierrez. A little body language. Later in the at-bat, deep center. Chris Young. Oh, beautiful catch. Gutierrez, 5 outs for his first career save. Check him out. Oh, yeah. Diamondbacks win 6-5. Series champion Phillies, they're marlin fishing. Joe Blanton got a 3-0 lead thanks in large part to a Florida error. Top 3, Hanley Ramirez beats out the infield single, but bottom half of the inning, he'd have to leave. Tightness in his groin. All men can fear that. Top 6, Blanton. He had a great game. Strikes out John Baker swinging. Dan Ugla, swinger. Cody Ross. Good game to watch. Blanton, career high 11 strikeouts. Now, Brad Lidge is warming up in the pen. Philly's got a 5-0 lead, but the Marlins have the bases loaded with 1 out. Ross glowed to first, and Ryan Howard misremembers how to throw to second. It's 5-2, so Charlie Manuel's saying, you know what, Lidge, even I know you blew consecutive save opportunities against the Yankees last weekend, but you're my man. Wes Helms, former Philly, shut it down. Lidge gets his 9th save of the season. Shane Victorino, 4 hits. Phillies win.
Gave them 14 straight wins over the Rays at home. Matt Garza doing that thing with his glove, 3-0 in his last 5 starts. Ryan Garco doing that thing with his bat. He led Cleveland's comeback on Monday. That's his 5th homer of the season. Solo job, it's 1-0. Top 4, Carl Crawford has been stealing like he's an investment banker. Takes second base. He's now 30 for 30 this season on stolen base attempts. Crawford would stay stranded on second. Bottom 6, 2 outs. Garza to Garco. 3-2 count, he hits him. And Garco wasn't exactly crazy about that. Next batter, next pitch. Mark DeRosa is bringing Garco home with him. DeRosa's 8th home run of the year. Cleveland goes up 4-0. The hit on Garco proves to be costly. Indians win it 5-1. Carl Pavano wins for the 5th time in 6 starts.
First time he's batting 6th since May of 04. After he's moved, Ortiz he would talk to the media after I go deep tonight. So kind of the called shot. He's leading off in the second. This is his first at-bat. He doesn't go deep, but he does find space against Nick Blackburn. And Ortiz is hustling into second. And look at Big Poppy, fundamentally sound. 1-2-3 stranded after that, though. Pedroia RBI double gave Boston a 1-0 lead. 1 on for Delman Young against John Lester and Jacoby Ellsbury. Oh, the dirt farmer for Levon Helm on Levon's birthday. And for Beaver Nation, always, as Ellsbury lays out and Brendan Harris has to hustle back to first. Later in the 5th, 2 on Nick Punto. He's going to go to right field. J.D. Drew's throw is not as straight as he would have liked it. Harris scores. This ball game is tied at 1. We're still in the 5th. 2 on Justin Morneau. Twins now up 2-1. And he goes yard on John Lester, who falls to 3-5 with a 6.07 ERA. Morneau's 14th. Twins win 5-2. Poppy raised his average from $1.95 to $1.97. At the war at the shore last July, Atlantic City, Vicekahema knocked Canseco out in 97 seconds. The Tongan Tear. And so we go from the Tongan Tear to the Seduction of Destruction British Car Jumping Championship. Bunch of cats with nothing better to do. And that's the only cat who cleared all 8 cars.
His name is Glenn Beavis.
Of course it is.
Where was Butthead? 9. Nationals and Mets. Angel Pagan comes up throwing. Josh Bard avoids the initial tag, but Homer Santos stays with the play and slaps the tag on Bard. Mets win the game 6-1.
I mean, Vicekahema is 5'9", and Canseco's 6'4".
Right. And he loses to him, and his next fight is against a 7'2", 300-pound.
Please don't fight again. Micah Owens, Michael Bourne, the running catch. Dusty's got a hot club.
Number 7, Penguins and Hurricanes. Philippe Boucher deflected in by Ruslan Fedotenko. Penguins win 4-1. They advance to the Stanley Cup Finals for the 2nd straight season. Crosby and company trying to get the cup.
Now, I don't want Canseco coming in here because he'll whoop me quick, but I'm not pretending to be a fighter.
5'9", $175, you can take it.
How about Alexi Ramirez? He gets Howie Kendrick, knocks him out with that play. White Sox get a 4-2 win, beat the Angels again.
Number 5, Cavs and Magic, LeBron James. Mark Jackson always says he's a willing passer, and he's a pretty good one, too. To Anderson Varejao, put a little spin on that one. Got a little action on that. More from LeBron coming up later.
A-Rod back in Texas. They're not loving him. A great hustle. Looks like the hip is hip for A-Rod. Yankees weren't hip, though. The Rangers beat him 7-3. Gets Ian Kinsler there off the bag.
At number 3, back to LeBron. Cavaliers really needed a bucket at this point in the game, down 3. So what do? That play always works for Cleveland. LeBron, just take it and go. Another great game for him, but a loss for the Cavaliers. Magic go up 3-1.
I knew when I saw this earlier we'd see it again. I didn't know where I'd see it. We see it at number 2, Jacoby Ellsbury. On the dirt. Taking one away from Delman Young, but the Twins, they get the win, and that's what it's all about.
Number 1, Rockies and Dodgers. Fly ball to shallow right center. Omar Quintanilla, falling down, makes the catch barehanded. That's deserving of number 1.